Oh, beauty, come on in. You found it. This is this place for you. Step away from the noise as I turn off my phone, which I just heard a beep. Forgive me. All right, step away from the noise and drop down out of your busy mind and tap into calm with EFT tapping, the emotional freedom technique, and an affirmation inspired by an oracle card. And so today, I would like you to just take this moment to check in with how much stress you may have. It is well known. No one is without stress these days. In fact, back with the pandemic in 2020, which really that was 5 years ago, the surveys and the studies said that 3/4 of Americans felt stressed. And I figure that was the same anywhere in the world. But with the pandemic, it shot to 100, and it has kept that way, and it has even ramped up because we know about all the things that are happening around us. And I just want you to give yourself permission to take a breath, let that go, and tune into yourself and give you this time to feel some relaxation and calm. Because as we have all those worries in our head and those spinning thoughts, guess what? We cannot think clearly, cannot make good decisions. So, if even just for that, take another breath and check in with me. Because we know EFT tapping is clinically proven, evidence based to help you reduce stress, relax your nervous system, help your body heal itself, and release emotional and physical pain, as well as gain clarity and so many other things. So I want you to check in with your body and do a little scan from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. What comes up when you look for where you might feel tense, any kind of constriction, discomfort, unease, aches, pains, anything that feels off? What's coming up for you? Where is it? And feel into the intensity. 0 to 10, how high does it go when you're looking at how intense that is? Yeah, we tend to walk around with a lot of it. So just feel into that. And knowing that the more often you tap, doing it daily or repeatedly can transform your life like it has mine. And I've said this before. Sometimes I have to remind myself because I'm good at recognizing when I'm feeling a little bit triggered, but sometimes I let that off feeling go for too long. And that can really implode and explode when you do that. So lean into the practice of daily, if not twice daily or more. I know I've found myself walking around. I'll just tap. I'll be carrying a laundry basket and tapping, checking in, right? So get that number and see what happens as I show you this deck and we pull the card for the collective and what happens, how your body reacts when you see that. Because we're going to set an intention for the highest good of all. And you can add your own intention to that. We're heading into this new moon, and it's a perfect time to set intentions, leave behind what doesn't work for you anymore, and look at what's already there for you. We're moving into it, setting those intentions just for you and for the collective. So today we have the Enchanted Map Oracle Cards by Colette BARON-REID. If you've been with me a while, you may have heard me say that the book about the Enchanted Map was the very first introduction to this type of metaphysical work, and it's so brilliant. Colette knows how to grab those fables, fairy tales, mythology, and help you see the symbolism in today's world. So after I read the book and I was back at the bookstore, I saw the cards. And this is actually an updated version. So, she's always going back and making sure they coincide with today's times. All right, so let's look into this. What do we need to know for the highest good and greatest joy of all today? Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. When I opened this deck before coming on live, and I was separating things out so I could get to it, this card was right on top. It was the last one I pulled, which was actually with my friend and I, pulling some cards for what we were working on. It's encouragement. Get this, mama and baby. That is just such a beautiful scene, isn't it? Encouragement. So, what's going on in your body right now? Do you resonate with that? Are you leaning into it? Is there some sort of resistance in some way? And you might be just in the middle. Let's take a look. Encouragement 54, which is a 9. We're coming to the end. That 9 is the end of the old. We're moving in to new, and this is a 9-year, so this is pretty powerful. So let me hold this up as I read what the guidebook is telling us. Encouragement. A lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. Oh, wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. And sometimes if things have been repeating for you, I know I did this. I was like, why? Why is it back again? I thought I learned that lesson. Well, obviously there was more. And it comes back around in a different way because life is a spiral and we're moving up. And especially it's like up level, another devil that comes back. So, just honor that. It's absolutely normal. But now you have this tool. You can check in and you can tap, and it is the most amazing thing because it's talking about the best choices can be made. And as I just said before, when you tap, you clear your mind so that you can make those decisions. So let's get going and do some tapping. Remember, all you need is responsibility for your own well-being. Tap where I tap. Say what I say or substitute the word that works best for you. And then see how you feel. We're going to allow that number to come down and bring in some calm, right? We are the wisdom keepers. If you're in that category that I am, and I think anyone who makes it above 30 begins to check inwardly on self-development. But then as we keep going into our mid-40s, 50s, and beyond, the wisdom begins to really show up. So honor that. So I'm way beyond that. So, all right. So here we go. Eyebrow point, just tap after me. My wisdom allows me to recognize traps on the road. Side of the eye. and familiar patterns that I want to avoid. Under eye, helping me to recognize my allies. Under nose, and know how to find best routes along the way of my journey. Chin. Now I'm at a place, collarbones, where I know the right things to do and the best choices to make. Underarm. Whatever my inquiry, top of the head, great fortune awaits me. Let's just stay right here. For I have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. I've learned my lessons and earned the right to my success. Take a breath. Checking in. Has your number come down? Remember, this is logarithmic numbering, so even 1 point is a huge difference. 1 or 2 points into calm is a huge difference. So keep breathing. If your numbers come down, you can continue tapping or pick it up later. Keep breathing into this idea. Set your intentions and make great decisions. Knowing what those patterns were, letting them go, right? Stepping in to the true you. If it has not come down or it stayed the same, you've hit on something there, you can keep tapping as well, pick it up later, and ask, what's underneath this? Ask that question, why? Why am I feeling like this? Look for an emotion, something that you felt before, and keep tapping through it. And just breathe. You can pick this up later today, before bed, tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. Keep going. Keep going. And there was a part there about the community and the support from others, that encouragement. This is your spot here on the live, in the replay on YouTube, underneath that live button. And come over to YouTube and subscribe, because that's the community for support. I'm there and I'm adding more things. I have a big plan to keep going, and we're forming a community there. So come on over and subscribe as well. And please share with others who may benefit from this moment of calm. And for now, remember, you are loved. I see your beauty. I see your light. Shine bright.